Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Chair Mind Body Connection. All you need today is a chair, and depending on how much time we have today, we may do some stuff on the floor towards the end. So if you have something that you can lay on, like a mat, that might be comfortable for you. We'll see how today goes, but that's kind of the plan. And I'm not sure if you can hear the whipping wind outside today. All right, so welcome to Share My Body. My name is Jen, and I'm going to lead you through a nice, gentle, seated, standing, or laying down stretching and relaxation routine. Nothing too strenuous with these classes here. You can come in your work clothes, do it between meetings. Just taking a little time for yourself. So I'm going to put my hand on my thighs as always to start class. Put my back up against my chair. And I'm going to take about 2 minutes to breathe and just disconnect from what's already going on today. Two more big deep breaths. I'm going to scooch forward in my chair a little bit. I'm going to cross one arm over the other. So one is in front, one is behind. I'm just going to drop my head. I'm going to come on up. I'm going to change which arm's in front. And drop my head and neck again. I'm going to come on up. I'm going to lead my left arm across. I'm going to take my right arm up and over, stacking shoulder on top of shoulder. Okay, I'm going to switch it up. Right arm across, left arm up and over. Bring that arm down, and let's do some big circles back. Right now my upper body is still, but now I'm gonna bring the upper body into it. Lean forward and back. on up, reset. Let's go backwards. And move that upper body. And then come back to center. Bring those shoulders up super high. And then drop them down. 2 more times. Up high. And drop them down. And then up high. And drop it down. Take that right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Bend that elbow, point it up to the sky. And then if you want to take the other hand and push slightly. Tricep stretch. Release. Let's do the other side. Arm up, bend, and slight push. Release. Shake those arms out. Bring them straight, and then we're just going to pulse backwards. Flip those palms over, and let's pulse forwards. Release. Bring those hands to center, pushing the palms towards each other and bringing those elbows out to the side. Holding it here, keeping those shoulders down. Look to one way. And look the other way. Come back to the center and bring those arms all the way up, keeping those hands together. And then bringing them apart slightly. Shoulders down still. Bring those hands together. Come back down to center. Hands go up. Palms come apart. Palms together. Come back down. One more. Palms up and separate. Come back in and come back down. Beautiful. Take one leg and cross it over. Grab in front of the knee and lean forward. We're not pulling ourselves forward, our arms are just here. Come on up, and let's do a nice little spinal twist. Back to the center. Switch legs. So lean forward first. And come on up and spinal twist. across those legs. Now we're going to figure 4 across and move that ankle around. And switch direction. Hold it still. Point those toes forward and lean on over. Come on up, switch legs. Pull up with that ankle. And switch direction. Point those toes forward and lean on in. All right, come on back. Take whatever foot you are removing and bring it just so it's pushed back a little bit. So in this particular case, my right leg is back. I have that toe just kind of on the ground. And my other leg is forward. And I'm just gonna lean forward. And I'm feeling a stretch in this back calf here. Making sure that I'm really pushing that heel down to the ground and feeling that stretch. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to switch sides. And then I'm going to come forward. I sit back on my seat a little bit, and I'm just going to lift and lower from the hip, but I'm going to have my knee bent. Just going to go up and down. Easy peasy. One more. Hold for a second. Now I'm going to keep that leg lifted and I'm going to come out to the side. And I'm going to try to keep that leg lifted the whole time. If I need to drop it, I can drop it, come back in, and drop it and come back in. That's fine. Otherwise, you're going to try to keep that leg up. So leg up, out, and in. Keep going. Two more. Probably feeling, and come down, feeling something right here in these quadriceps. All right, do the same thing on the other side. Just going up and down first. So let's lift and lower. And relax. Same as the other side, coming up, going side to side, or up, out, in, down. Your choice. Let's lift it up and out and in. Two more. And relax. Now you can either keep doing what we just did, or we're going to come out, in, then kick. So instead of just going out and in, and if you were putting your leg down in between, it's going to be out, in, kick, and down. Out, in, kick, and down. One of the two. All right, we're ready? So coming out, in, kick. Ready? Let's go. Out, in, kick. 2 more. And relax. That leg should be feeling it. Same thing, other side. We're either going out, in, kick, or we're going out, in, kick, and down. Your choice. On your mark. Get set and go. Sitting up nice and tall. We're not holding our breath. One more. And come down and relax. Shake those legs out a little bit. Give them a little rub down. Whatever feels good. And then just lean back, roll those shoulders. And roll them the other way. I'm going to take one arm, put it in front of you, put the other arm in front of you so you're like, please stop. Cars are crossing, children are crossing the street. Shoulders are down. I'm just going to tap and tap. Now we're going to keep going, and the idea here is, while this may not seem hard, if you're keeping your arms at the appropriate height, which is equal to each other, we're having our shoulders down, and our back is straight, our hips are tucked under, and we're not holding our breath. This should take a little bit of effort. Let's do 2 more each side. 1 and 2. Beautiful. Come on down. Lift just that right arm up, up, down, down. So we're going up, rotate, rotate, back down. Let's do 9 more of those. Ready? Up, rotate, rotate, down. 2. 3, our back is flat. Shoulders are down. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Hold 1 more. 9. Release. Other side, we're going up, rotate, in, and down. All right, we ready? We're going for 10 on this side, because we already did 10 on that side. Ready? And let's go up, rotate, rotate, down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And the last one. And 10. Release. Take that left arm, cross it over, lean forward. We're supporting our upper back here, flat. This other arm, we're going to do an upright row here. So we're grabbing an imaginary weight, and we're going to bring that elbow up and back down. Okay? You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, back flat, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let that arm hang. Now I want you to rotate so your palm is facing in. Adjust your arm if need be. If it was tucked underneath, we don't want that to come in the way. And we're just gonna pull straight back. All right, you ready? And let's go for 1. Straight back. 2, shoulders down. 3, not holding the breath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here, shake that arm out. Now we're gonna go out to the side, rotate, come back. So we're doing both back to back. Ready? Shake that arm out, going out to the side and then going backwards. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Shake that arm out. Other side. So first, those elbows are going out to the side and lifting. So we're supporting ourselves with this other arm, leaning forward, flat back. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake that arm out. Adjust that supporting arm if need be so it doesn't hit. Now that elbow is tracking backwards. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out, relax. Now we're going to do the 2 together. So out to the side and then behind. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, 10. Beautiful. Roll it on up. Take that head, look towards one side, and then take that chin and roll it all the way down through to the other side, making a little smiley face with your chin. And back down. 2 more like that. And down. And back. And down. And come on up. Let's do the same back. Now, if this is too uncomfortable on your neck, feel free to just do the little smiley faces we just did. So turn, and now roll it back and around. Do one more. And come on up. All right, now we're gonna go down to the ground. So I'm gonna move my chair out of the way. I'm gonna put a mat on the ground. You can just keep your chair near you. I'm just doing it to keep everything that I need in frame. So take a couple seconds, get yourself situated. This is a perfect time to grab some water. And we're gonna finish out our class on the ground. Okay, let's get comfortable. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lay on our backs and we're gonna have our knees out to the side. One out in each direction. Now if this is uncomfortable on your hips, move your legs farther away from you. And we're just going to relax and breathe into those hips, which means just actively trying to release any tension and let go. My hands are on my belly here. That's what feels good for me. Your hands can be wherever they feel good for you. Take your arms, put them on the outsides of your thighs, and use them to push your knees together. I'm going to straighten my right leg, and I'm going to take my left knee in my hands and bring it in towards my chest, and I'm just going to make little circles. And then I'm going to switch direction. And then I'm going to take my knee, I'm going to bring it towards my armpit. So I'm not going in a straight line, I'm kind of going in at a little bit of an angle. But of course, if this is uncomfortable for you, going in a straight line is perfectly acceptable too. Try to keep both sets of hips on the ground as much as possible. Bring that knee back in, put that foot on the ground, and then open that knee up to the side. So you should be able to get a lot more range of motion with that hip now. A couple big deep breaths. And then take that hand to the outside of the thigh, and use it to push that knee back in, straighten that leg out, and let's take the other knee, hug it in. And let's do some hip circles one way. And the other way. Let's bring that knee into the body and then towards that armpit, so we're moving in a diagonal. We're coming back in, putting that foot on the ground and bringing that knee out to the side. Relax that hip. Take that hand to the outside, bring that knee in, and let's roll on to the side of our choice. I'd like you to make sure that wherever you are, you have enough room to swing that top leg forward and back. So I know that I'm gonna hit here, so I'm going to adjust myself a little bit into more at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to relax my head and neck on my arm as much as possible. I'm gonna lift that top leg and I'm gonna swing it forward, middle, back, middle. This hand is supporting my upper body. I don't want to swing forward enough that I'm sliding my whole hips forward or back. All right, so let's lift up, forward, middle, and back. Let's keep going. I'm gonna do 2 more. Now I'm gonna bring the top leg down. I'm gonna tuck my knees in. I'm gonna lift that top leg up and down just like a clam. All right, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Beautiful. We're gonna roll on over. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna relax that head and neck. I'm gonna lift that top leg and I'm gonna swing forward and back. Forward, middle, back. And let's keep going. Two more. Come back to the center. Bend those knees in, and then we're going to lift this top leg up. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Use that top arm to push yourself up to seated. And just bring those legs in front of you. Point those toes up towards the ceiling. And you should feel a stretch in the back of your legs and your calves. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Take your right knee, bend it, bring it in. Grab that knee with your arm and spinal twist. And now switch arms, keep the leg the same. And back to the center. And let's switch legs. So I'm grabbing with one arm and twisting. And then switch. Other arm and twisting. Come back to the center Let's bend both knees. We're not sitting crisscross style. We're bringing one leg in front of the other, just like our arms when we were leaning forward earlier in class. So we're going to do the same thing with our legs. One leg is in front, one leg is behind. We have a flat back, and we're leaning forward, keeping hips on the ground. We're going to walk those hands a little bit to one side. Back to the center and going to the other side. And come back to the center. Roll it up, and let's switch out the legs. Take a second, make sure you're all situated. And then lean it forward. One side is obviously going to feel different than the other. It's just how much difference do they feel? And then walk this hand one way. Back to the center, and the other way. Come back to the center, roll it up. Now you can sit whatever way is comfortable for you. We take one arm, bring it behind, and start nice and tall. So we're just doing this. Take that other arm, put it over to the side, and then bring that arm up and over. Come back to the center, bring that other arm behind. Bring that arm over to the side, and up and over. Come back to the center. Beautiful roll of shoulders. And switch directions. And look one way and the other. Just go back and forth a few times. Come back to the center and pause. Bring one arm up and rotate that wrist. And let's do the other side. Rotate that wrist. Release. Bring one leg out, one leg in. Point those toes up to the ceiling. And we're twisting towards that straight leg. And we're going to walk our fingertips forward. Flat back. Switch legs. Toes pointed up. And let's roll it down. and come on up. All right, now I invite you now, we're gonna do legs up towards the ceiling posture. So position yourself somewhere where your legs are gonna be supported by a couch, a wall, a bed frame, your back of your chair, however you would like. And we're gonna hold it here for 3 minutes. And if this is uncomfortable for you and you'd rather not, then you don't have to. Everything is always an option. Bringing my hips as close to my support as possible. And then those legs go up towards the ceiling. My hands are wherever feel comfortable for me. And I could even, looking at myself on my monitor, I could probably even scooch my hips closer towards my cabinet if that felt like something I could easily get in and out of. But if I feel comfortable, that's also a plus too. So as long as our hips are supported, our legs are supported, that's what we're going for here. We're doing nice, deep breaths. Wiggle those toes around. And then we're going to bring one knee in and the other knee in. Give those knees a little squeeze. Rock side to side. That's what feels good. And then we're going to drop those knees to one side and use that upper body and upper arm to push ourselves back up to seated. We're going to stay here. We're going to bring those knees in and give them a squeeze if this feels comfortable. If not, find a position that does feel comfortable. And I'm just going to rock a little side to side, making sure that I'm not going to rock and rock over all the way. You don't want that. Take my left arm, put it down on the mat, and then bring that right arm up and over one more time. And switch, other arm, up and over. Come back to the center, grab underneath your legs. And drop that head. Hold here a couple of breaths. And we're going to close out class in this position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our chair/ground my body connection. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.